Quick, make your choice, the Pacific Northwest or an African savanna. Don't worry, they're both in Disney World, but quick, make your choice. Hey everybody, it's Chris for AllEars TV and AllEars.net. Today, it's a battle of the lodges. No, that's a luge. No, that's a loge. There, that's a lodge. It's Wilderness Lodge and Animal Kingdom Lodge in a head-to-head Ultimate Disney World Deluxe Hotel Lodge battle. Woo! And how do we compare savannas and evergreens, you may ask? Well, we went straight to AllEars.net readers and social media followers to compile these opinions and rankings to decide which of these deluxe hotels comes out on top. First up, Disney's Wilderness Lodge. Disney's Wilderness Lodge opened in May 1994, and it's all about the chill vibes of the Pacific Northwest. You know, like in Twilight, but without vampires, just Mickey. Anyway, you'll find design elements from turn-of-the-century National Park lodges, particularly Old Faithful Lodge in Yellowstone National Park. And there are also authentic Native American artifacts like 55-foot totem poles. The lobby of this resort is a great spot to find hidden Mickeys, as well as an 82-foot fireplace inspired by the rocks of the Grand Canyon. Wilderness Lodge is home to a variety of on-site dining, quick service and table service dining, as well as lounges, and it's in close proximity to Magic Kingdom. In fact, it's just a short boat ride away.
An anonymous reviewer said, "This is probably my favorite resort, and I have stayed many times at the Wilderness Lodge. They have lots of dining options, nice setting, close to the parks, nice pull to slide, a boat which can take you to Magic Kingdom and back, arcade, and a geyser that goes off every hour."
Wilderness Lodge is a very cool hotel. It's one of my favorite to visit. I really like to go stand in that lobby. It's got like a stellar lobby. Also, underrated gem around Christmas time. Everyone's like, "Oh, Grand Floridian, that's pretty much all they say. Wilderness Lodge is a really good resort to visit around Christmas time. It's so pretty in there. The tree is always like, also there's a fireplace in there. It goes like way up. It's like a 4-story fireplace. It might be bigger than that. And that's crazy because this is Florida. We don't need fireplaces here. It's hot all the time. Actually, today it is cold. It's like a high of 54. What? Or is it just the thing that to be a lodge, you have to have fire in the lobby? Fire indoors is the only thing you have to be considered a lodge. I have a candle. Is this a lodge?
Whether you want a fast meal or a nice sit-down meal, Wilderness Lodge has plenty of dining opportunities. If you want character dining, you can visit the recently reopened Storybook Dining at Artist Point to visit with Snow White and, in my opinion, one of the most underrated and funniest of all the characters, the Evil Queen. Whispering Canyon Cafe is a restaurant with Western cuisine, and cast members might give you a bit of a hard time about your manners, but it's all in fun. For a quick meal, grab some food at Roaring Fork or stop by Geyser Point Bar and Grill for lunch or dinner. And the Territory Lounge is a great spot to grab a drink. Now, if you're looking for things to do around the hotel, there's plenty to do on site, like swimming in one of the 2 pools or even sitting around a campfire. If you want to travel a little off-site, you can visit the nearby Fort Wilderness Resort for even more activities like archery, horseback riding, fishing, canoeing, dining, and shopping.
Molly, food. Why do they always want me to talk about the food? I can talk about other things. Do I like food? Yeah. Do I eat a lot of the food? Yeah. Do I review the food most? Sure. But I also like a woodsy aesthetic. I also like talking about giraffes. But no, Molly's gonna talk about the food. Here we go. All right, food at Wilderness Lodge is incredible. It is some of the best dining in Walt Disney World, in my opinion. They've got some really, really spot-on places, a lot of which are kind of underrated compared to other resorts. First of all, Geyser Point Bar and Grill on the water, A+ Disney Lounge. You've got some Pacific Northwest flavors in there, a lot of Pacific Northwest wines. You have an incredible bison burger. You've got that like cheesy brisket dip. And if you time it right, you could just sit out there on the water, big cushy chair, electric water pageant goes by. Phenomenal. Outdoor lounge, not for you. Territory lounge inside has some of the most underrated bar bites on property, including an Oregon Chardonnay fondue that you get to dip bread into, and it is so delish. We've also got Whispering Canyon Cafe. It is like all you care to enjoy. Skillets are what they're known for, of kind of like your hearty stick to your ribs cowboy food. So like ribs and corn on the cob and mashed potatoes and chicken. Storybook Dining at Artist Point is probably the most well-known restaurant in Wilderness Lodge, and it's very good food for a character meal. I don't think it's the best food for a character meal, but it's very good. They've got a nice prime rib, they've got some great pastas. I could eat 100 of those little baby soups that come with it, that mushroom soup. Plus, you get to dine with Snow White, some of the dwarfs, and the Evil Queen, which is very fun.
It's a short trip over to Fort Wilderness for all of the fun activities they have to do over there, including the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review when it's being offered.
One of the biggest benefits of Wilderness Lodge is the private water taxi that transports guests from the lodge across Bay Lake and the Seven Seas Lagoon to Magic Kingdom. This allows guests to bypass other commute options to Magic Kingdom, but on the flip side, buses are really the only other travel option for the other 3 Disney parks. And since the buses service several spots around Wilderness Lodge as well as the Fort Wilderness Resort, the internal bus loop can take an unexpectedly long time.
Wilderness Lodge has boats, and the boats do go to Magic Kingdom. And like on the boat ranking, my personal favorite boats are the smaller boats that go to Magic Kingdom. So those are ranked above the ferry boat that goes to Magic Kingdom. So Wilderness Lodge has the best of the best when it comes to my favorite transportation methods. And I know that you, in trying to decide whether you want to stay at Wilderness Lodge or not, I know that you are thinking, well, we have to decide based on Quincy's favorite transportation methods. Because I do the same. Wilderness Lodge does have the Magic Kingdom boats. Or you can take a bus. Buses just are the everyone agrees, buses are the least exciting mode of Disney transportation. And Wilderness Lodge has boats, which is great, but you're also stuck with buses, which is buses.
The pros. Wilderness Lodge is a great location for close and quick access to Magic Kingdom. It's one of Disney's most stunning lobbies, and you don't need to leave your hotel to get something good to eat. The cons? The Pacific Northwest atmosphere doesn't exactly scream Disney. It might take you longer than you expected to get from your hotel to a park, and some people might find it even a little too isolated from other Disney parks. Quick question, when was the last time you left a review about something Disney or Universal related at AllEars.net? These ratings change daily, and it's input from viewers like you that make AllEars.net the go-to spot for guests looking to make the best vacation possible. And if you haven't joined the AllEars community yet, check us out on socials at AllEars.net on Facebook and Instagram for more Disney World throwdowns, polls, latest news, and more. Now next up, Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge is made up of 2 different sets of buildings known as Jambo House and Kidani Village, which is a DVC resort. The main building and lobby are located at Jambo House, which is made up of 6 stories, filled with the largest collection of African art in the world, and the largest collection of South African wine outside of South Africa. Animal Kingdom Lodge is themed after South African Wildlife Reserve lodges, and both buildings have views of the African savanna built just for this resort. There are also incredible dining options, including favorite spots like Boma, Sanaa, and Jiko.
Reviewer Sydney Hum said, "It is full of Disney magic, but it is so far. Seeing the animals on the savannah was awesome, and if you want a more relaxed trip and will spend a lot of your time at the resort, then it is worth it. If you want a resort to rest your head after the end of the day, you're going to want to choose a more convenient location."
Animal Kingdom Lodge also has fire in the lobby. There's there's like a little fire pit in the lobby. It's very cool. I really like Animal Kingdom Lodge. Perhaps visiting Animal Kingdom Lodge more than Wilderness Lodge. I do tend to visit Animal Kingdom Lodge more regularly. Jiko is one of my favorite restaurants, so if I was planning a Disney trip, odds are Jiko would be in those plans, and that would mean taking the bus over to Animal Kingdom Lodge. Buses. Obviously, Animal Kingdom Lodge is just very well put together. You can learn about African culture in the lobby. There are real African artifacts. I've been in there many times where African cast members have actually sat with me and told me about history and their culture, which is just so cool. That's an experience I can have in Disney World. Giraffes, okay? No boats, but giraffes. Hard to say which is better here.
Animal Kingdom Lodge has 3 different table service restaurants, such as Jiko, the cooking place, one of Disney World's most romantic dining spots, and Boma, Flavors of Africa, for a breakfast or dinner buffet at Jambo House. At Kidani Village, you'll find Sanaa, which serves African and Indian fusion dishes. There's also quick dining at the Mara, and bar and lounge spots at Cape Town Lounge and Wine Bar, Victoria Falls Lounge, and several other spots. You'll generally find dishes with a mix of African, Indian, Malaysian, Chinese, and French cuisine, with American foods mixed in for picky eaters.
I love the food at Animal Kingdom Lodge. It has some of my favorite restaurants on all of Disney property, including my #1 top pick anywhere to eat in Disney World, Jiko, which is a signature restaurant at Animal Kingdom Lodge that gets not enough attention. Everybody's like talking about California Grill and Yachts and Steakhouse, and people need to be talking about Jiko. It's like people think it's Bruno from Encanto, and they don't talk about Jiko, but they need to. Okay, because Jiko is gonna have some of the best food, best service, best wine on Disney property. You've got a nice mix of like the familiar with a little twist and the unfamiliar, so you can please a lot of different palates. Over across from Jiko, you've got Boma, which is an incredible buffet open for breakfast and dinner. It's the one buffet where I completely forget about how gross buffets are because the food is so good. At breakfast, you've got these amazing sticky buns. They're so delicious. They've got pecans on them, and they've got this incredible glaze on top. Some of the best scrambled eggs I've ever had with feta and spinach in it, a carving station, omelets, Simba waffles with Mickey waffles as well. I mean, it is just an incredible buffet. And then if you go over to Kidani, which is the other part of Animal Kingdom Lodge, you've got Sanaa, which is known for their bread service, which comes out with 8 different little chutneys and jams and spreads, and a variety of different breads, non-bread, etc. And you get to do a mix and match to create your own adventure tale, and it is so good. Is this why I always talk about the food? Huh, I get it.
Around the lodge, you can enjoy swimming, campfire activities, a playground, an arcade, and a view of the African savanna with over 30 different species of African wildlife. Note that not all rooms at Animal Kingdom Lodge have a view of the savanna, but you can always check out the view from other spots around the resort. Buses are pretty much the only commute option from Animal Kingdom Lodge, with bus stops at both Kidani Village and Jambo House. Because the location of the lodge is more remote, you probably want to take the longer commute times into consideration.
It can take a long time to get from Animal Kingdom Lodge to the Disney resorts, so that's definitely not ideal.
The pros, the animals are right there. There's not much better than that. This resort immediately immerses you into the African culture. Much of the food is truly unique, and you'll be hard-pressed to find it many places in America. The cons, this isn't the place to stay if you want to get around Disney World quickly. You're going to pay a premium for this resort, especially Savannah View rooms, and the only free commute option is the Disney bus.
Buses.
So these 2 lodges are not only stunning, but they have a whole lot to offer, and I know we just threw a lot of info at you. So in just a minute, I'm going to give you a web address where you can go to get our team's free guide to these 2 hotels so you can compare and decide which is right for you. Also, help us out, give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that as well. Don't forget to clang the little notification bell so you immediately get notified when AllEars.net posts a new video. Got it? Good? On we go. According to our readers, the winner of this Disney World Deluxe Hotel Lodge Showdown debate is Wilderness Lodge. With a rating of 9.21 compared to 8.83 for Animal Kingdom Lodge, Wilderness Lodge comes out on top. Agree? Disagree? Start your comment war now. And don't forget that cheat sheet for this challenge. Head over to AllEars.net/lodges. This is Chris for All Ears. See you next time.